often does a player go to a range and actually work on rhythm? What a wonderful thing to be able to work on.
Oh yeah, that was a great swing, good shot. And Iona, I want to tell you what I like about what you just did there. I use an acronym to help people understand how to create different types of shots. And I think you'll resonate with this because you're a good player. You're going to go, absolutely, I feel those things. The acronym is RARE, and it stands for Rhythm, Arc, Radius, and Energy. Starting with rhythm, every good player that you've had a chance to play with, and when you're playing your best, rhythm is key, isn't it?
Massive.
And so when we're watching amateurs and we're trying to help people hit different types of shots, I have to constantly remind them of rhythm. And so rhythm is one of those things that we want to keep that flowing motion all the way through to our good balance finish instead of hitting right at the ball. Let
me just hit one here, and I'm going to try and really think about your advice. Rhythm and accelerating right the way through to my follow through.
Oh, that was beautiful. Good rhythm on that. Now, arc, if you think about it this way, you're like a clock, all right?
Yeah.
And so when I'm standing like this, I'm at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'm down here maybe hitting chips and pitch shots, and I'm at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. When we're hitting shots and you have to have a visual of how much arc you want to swing on.
Sure.
And so going back and forth with good rhythm on that arc allows us to be able to hit that little chip shot, pitch shot, graduated to the pitches in here, and then we start to get into our fuller swings all the way through until we get into our good balance finish. Radius is an energy source, and the more we have, the more energy we can potentially increase. We often see people try to hit the distances they want to hit, the gapping distances, by just slowing down. That's very difficult to do, and a lot of times the mistakes are made that you hit behind the ball or thin up on it because you're decelling coming into the strike instead of accelerating through. So how do you then hit those gaps? Well, you minimize radius. If you watch good players, they'll start choking down an inch to two on the club to have less radius. If you have less radius, you're going to be able to hit it a shorter distance. And then we're going to get into energy. Most times we see people fire the club at the ball and stall out. That's decel. We want to maintain that acceleration all the way to your good balance finish. That was one of Arnold's #1 things, is accelerate through to your good balance finish. And when you get into a mindset of doing that, it's going to help you quit trying to hit at the ball and try to help the ball up in the air. And you're going to get a much more constant acceleration, and the power is going to be where you want it to be.
How often does a player, I know I'm guilty of this, go to a range and actually work on rhythm? What a wonderful thing to be able to work on. Just that alone could help you play better.
Well, one of my favorites, and a good friend of mine who has passed now, is Payne Stewart. When I watched Payne play, that was his strength, is his rhythm. He kept a nice rhythmic pace all the time. Him and Freddie Couples, I could watch them all day long.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch when someone has it, but it's important to note, Brad, that we all have our own individual rhythms. Yours will be slightly different to mine and the next golfer in line, but we've got rhythm, arc, radius, and energy, 4 fantastic tips to help me and you improve at home.
And what you give energy to will grow.